Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing another episode in our legendary Lizardmen campaign for Total War Warhammer. I'm the Strategy Professor. Getting back in here, things are getting hot. AI is trolling me right off the bat. So last time we learned a little bit about some of the buildings, just what my overall strategy was going to be. I chose to go up north, take this out first, and then I came down and tried to take this. This place is just like a hot potato. Like, they do not want you to have this. So we beat 120 pack of Skaven. Actually, it was more like a 30-something pack of Skaven. And now we were just about to get some replenishment, 3 more Saurus Warriors, and I was like, okay, sure. We can come in, we can beat these guys. But then the Beastmen swoop in, siege us. They don't attack us because they're cowards, and they know we'll beat them. But they came in because they could have just attacked us. There's no walls here. They could have attacked me on the same turn. But they didn't want, they specifically did not want me to get the replenishment. So they're trying to help these rats out. Because if they siege me, then I can't fight them in the off turn. Because if they fought me and I beat them, which I will, I think, if I beat them, then I would get my replenishment, and I would get my 3 new units. And then I might be able to turn around and beat the Skaven. But instead, they sieged like a bunch of cowards, just to stop my replenishment and recruitment. For the Skaven. Once again, this doesn't help them at all. In fact, it's going to hurt them. I'm probably going to kill them. But super troll. But, you know, that's what we signed up for. It's legendary AI. Sometimes they work together against you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can beat them. The bowmen are a little bit of a concern. We have to beat them, because we have to get them off of us, and then we're going to have to run back into our territory and replenish, because we can't beat the Skaven without the replenishment that we needed. Yeah, I mean, the Stegodon should be able to mow them down. We just have to be able to put the shields... we have to be able to put the shields on and just face tank the Ungor Raiders. Let's go ahead and do it. We're getting some tough fights right off the bat. I mismanaged that first fight pretty poorly, for being honest. I could have run up with my shields to tank the slingers. The slingers and the night runners are just really, really aggravating to deal with as the Lizardmen early on. So I don't have anything to... They just have so many skirmishers. And those slave slingers are very, very powerful for their cost, especially. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... start deployment. Oh, I lost the skink cohort. I didn't realize that last time. This got completely wiped out. That's not great. Javelins. They don't have... Oh, these things only have like 3 ammo. Those are so weak. I need like the other skinks. Skink chameleons, because they get 40 missile resistance. Those things can take out those Skaven slingers, like no problem. That's a tier 3 unit. This reduces missile damage too, right? Yeah, so they'll reduce missile damage by 25%, and they have 45% missile resistance. So, and they have some armor, not a lot, but yeah, they will crush other tier 1 missile units. We don't have those yet. They're a little ways off from those. Okay, let's go ahead and... They don't have any large units. All of these are the same for the most part. And I went for the hero instead of the... recruitment reduction, because I just wanted 1 more unit that could help me fight here, like ASAP. And because having the hero level up early is nice. I mean, that's probably the weakest hero that I have, but... Go ahead and speed this up here. They almost always just sit right there. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Okay, Chief. Wow. Alright. They are playing it a little differently than I thought they would. Okay, so we need to position around here then. They're running straight at me. I really do not want them to have a high ground advantage, so I need to try to get parallel with them on this ground. Wow, they almost always wait up at the very top. I'm going to go ahead and use this on me before I get into combat, just so that I regenerate up. Because that lowers your combat effectiveness. You always want to do that outside of combat if you can. Okay, so we're going to try to flip the script on him here and see if we can position around to where we're on top, going down, if at all possible. Looks like we're just going to have to go. We can at least get it with our main force here. Have my skink chase them. Bros, let's go. Don't troll. Where's kroq-gar? Oh dang, he is taking a beating off of there, dude. Come here and help him, help him, help him. Need to get this terror. So we need to rotate him out. We need to get kroq-gar out of there. He's getting beaten up by this guy. Just let the kroq-gars deal with him for a little bit. Get in here, charge these guys in the back. They have really low leadership. Get in here and just take them out with these kroqs. Yeah, just beat him down. Okay, now we can go in there. Now that he's weakened, kroq-gar might be able to finish him off. Yeah, they have very low armor piercing, so these stegodons are just, like, very efficient. Yeah, the kroq-gars, we're beating down this lord now. Just had to have a little kroq help there. He got the first couple of attacks. He was getting pretty rowdy with me there. Actually, I'm cool with not killing him. No, I'll kill him. Go ahead and kill him. He might be able to spawn another one, but I want his item if he has an item. Actually, whatever. Let him go. I'm not going to catch him. I'm going to go chase him uphill. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Try and help win the battle first. If he's injured, that's fine. That means that they're not going to get a new fresh ward. Yeah, I don't have as great of a chance of getting a magical item if I don't kill the ward. I don't think. I'm not 100% about that. But... Come at me again, Beastmen. See what's up. God, they just cannot hurt the stegodon, dude. This guy is just such a tank. Like, he has 160 armor. Keep spamming the defense on him. Get him, kroq-gars. Kroq-gars, rather. Oh, their lord, is that their lord coming back for more? No, it's another unit. Their lord's done. He had like 2 health. Just don't kill my kroq-gars. Anything else I don't care. Or the stegodon. Obviously are my lords. Like, I don't care about the Saurus stuff is what I'm trying to say. Boys, let's go. Wait, is this their lord? He's for real coming back? No. He's done. I think they're all done. Yeah, they don't have anything unbreakable. Curse of the Midnight Wind, that's what I need. If I get that, it's on. I have a pretty early power spike right now. They're just trolling me, and they just have overwhelming numbers, so we're winning, but we're not, like, massacring them. Once we get Curse of the Midnight Wind and a couple of upgrades, a little bit more melee defense and melee attack on the Saurus Warriors, which we're just about to get. We're about to get the 5 melee defense as soon as we finish that tech in 1 or 2 turns, and then we're going to start upgrading immediately. I'm going to get Root Marcher after I get the upgrades. I need that melee attack, like, now, on these Saurus Warriors. We're going to get some cash off of this. Okay, but the big one is the melee defense off of the tech and the Curse of the Midnight Wind, and it's going to be off to the races. This Curse of the Midnight Wind is just going to make them just shred people, because they're not going to have any armor anymore. Really? Come on, Stegodon, get him, boys. That thing, like, this thing is so good. He was just face tanking like 5 tier 1 units. I mean, something that's tier 3 that has 140 armor, like, they have to have halberds to deal with this guy. He has so much base HP anyways. And the fact that he causes terror is huge for low morale units. So really, I mean, a lot of good Beastmen usage is just how well do you use these large monsters. That's what it comes down to. You cannot let them just get quagmired in a bunch of halberds. You got to keep them mobile as much as you can. That's why you see me like run them out of battle and then try to run over and just attack large infantry piles. Look at him just waddling after him. Get him, boy. Oh, he made it out. Nice. Heroic victory is important because that means you get a lot more experience. And kroq-gar levels up huge. He has some massive skills. We haven't talked about his skills yet. We'll talk about it. We'll probably, while we're running over there in just a second, we'll talk about some of his skills and what we're going to get. And what I think is the best path for him. Okay, with almost every fight, you have to take money. It doesn't even matter what, like, you have to take money. Like, obviously, I want replenishment, but I need money more than anything else right now. Money, money, money. Legendary, money. Get that garbage out of here. Okay. Then, yeah, we're going to run as far as we can. I think we can get back into my territory. I can't tell where that is, because they're about to take my territory. I think it's, like, right here. Because they're going to take this town. I didn't even get any garrison off of it. What? I guess because I acquired it last turn. Okay, we do get to cancel this, though, so that's great. Yep. Okay, we did cancel it. Or they canceled it. I don't know. But I got my money back. Okay, so they're going to take it. They could raise it, which would be really annoying. But I think they're just going to take it. They could also just sack it. Okay, so let's talk about kroq-gar skills here really quick while we're at it. Have any followers? The replenishment guy. Let's go ahead and make sure kroq-gar has the replenishment. Just in case I have to split the skink up for some reason. Okay, so we talked about the stuff that he comes with stock. So we want Proud Warrior. That's plus 8 melee and plus 6 armor for Saurus Warriors. I wish that was melee defense instead of armor, but it is what it is. It's 8 melee attack. It's 4 Saurus. We're going to have a lot of them, so you got to get it. Root Marcher is important, obviously, but we need the Saurus to fight, and we need them to fight hard. As you can see, these fights are no joke. They are some tough things going on. So we're going to get to this. Now, this is another reason I think I said earlier why mages aren't as good is because typically you'll have to get skills in the red tree, or that'll be the most optimal thing to do to boost up your army, and you want skills in the blue tree. So you need red and blue. So I'm not going to get any predatory fighter, any of that stuff. That's just not worth it. The blue and the red are absolutely where you have to be, especially the blue in Warhammer 2. Okay, so Root Marcher is very good, obviously. This stuff is sort of whatever. Honestly, these aren't that great. Ambush success chance is okay. I mean, that would give me 55%. So that's pretty decent when chaos starts coming at us, or some of these other reinforcement forces and things like that. Like, this will be useful. This would probably be what I get. So this stuff is kind of great. Honestly, it's kind of not great. Draft Master's good. +1 unit, local recruitment. Now, a lot of these are similar for almost all races. This stuff over here. Slight variations, but almost every faction you want to get to this as fast as you can for a couple reasons. Number one, Lightning Strike. Okay, this is probably the best 1-point wonder in the whole game. It was in Warhammer 1 as well. What this allows you to do is when you attack an army and they have reinforcements, they don't get reinforcements anymore. You get to force them to do a one-on-one fight with you, which is crucial in Warhammer 1 when they have multiple stacks of huge, scary stuff, chaos, but also in Warhammer 2. So I haven't gotten to the very end game with the Skaven yet. I'm about to, like, do I think I just completed my second ritual, and the enemies are on their way to their fourth. I have a lot of currency. I've just been waiting on the rituals. So anyways, I haven't seen, like, the super scary, like, mega endgame stuff that probably comes about. The Lightning Strike, very powerful. This right here, minus 15% cost for everything. Mandatory. Not optional on Legendary. Mandatory. You have to get this ASAP. As you can see, I'm running short on cash right now, and I have 8 battalions. I don't even have, like, an entire army yet. The Lizardmen are expensive by nature, and that's not going to get any easier, right? If I have multiple armies, because all my other armies, they aren't going to get discount on Saurus Warriors. That's just kroq-gar. So all my other armies are going to be even more expensive, way more expensive. So it's very, very expensive to field armies in Warhammer 2, especially on Legendary. So you have to have the discount. There's just no other way around it. It's mandatory. This is okay. 30% ambush defense chance. This stops Skaven from coming at you as easily. And Beastmen. So this is okay. It's not great. It's okay. This is amazing. You have to have casualty replenishment. As you can see, we fight a lot. They're really tough fights. And you just have to be able to replenish and just move on and just keep fighting. Fight, 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 fight. Like, you have to have replenishment. Especially on Legendary. So the more replenishment, the merrier. You have to have it. It's great. And Fear and Renowned is awesome as well. It gives you extra campaign, extra recruitment experience, upkeep reduction, enemy hero success chance -10. So this is just one of the best 1-point wonders in the game. I think every faction has this, Renowned and Feared. So with almost every faction, you want to get Lightning Strike, the upkeep reduction, and Feared and Renowned. And usually there's one extra, at least one extra, pretty good one. So this is where their replenishment is, and that's a really good one. Okay, so that's awesome. You want to get Proud Warrior, anything that's Saurus, you definitely have to have it. And this is how most other factions are too. They're kind of divvied up to where you get certain types of units based on building. A lot of times they're useful, so this is actually quite nice. Weapon strength, well, it's okay. Weapon strength, and you get missile damage for Pterodon, so it's pretty good. We'll see how impactful they are. Not entirely necessary, but pretty good. Melee defense for skinks. You shouldn't really be fighting with them that much. You get extra missile damage and weapon damage, so okay. Not amazing. Okay. We just looked at that one. Sacred Guardian, kroq-gars, and Temple Guards. Kroq-gars are awesome. We're going to be running those, so this is decent. It's pretty decent. This is just for Carnosaurs, so end game, this might be something we're interested in, because I definitely want to field at least a couple of those. And then this is going to be really sweet. Gives you weapon strength, melee defense, and missile defense. Now, the problem with these are, though, we're only going to be able to afford, like, maybe 1 or 2 of these in an army, like 1 or 2 Carnosaurs, 1 or 2 Stegodons, you know, maybe just a handful of kroq-gars, maybe a couple of those, maybe a couple of Pterodons, Cold Riders. Like, it's going to be diversified, right? So it's not really going to pay off to get 3 on this. However, Saurus Warriors, we're going to have probably at least like 7 or 8 of these in every army. So this is definitely worth it. This is more questionable because we want diversity. There's not anything that's overwhelmingly like, yes, I'm going to spam that unit in game. There's like, I'm going to have a little sprinkling of a lot of things most likely. So it makes it hard to specialize. Now this stuff over here is okay. This is once things are ranked 7, so you don't want to get this until like end game. I'll recommend like not getting this for a while. Just getting more stuff in the red and stuff in the blue is just going to be more impactful. But these are some decent 1-point wonders. Skinks and kroq-gars is an interesting. Pterodons, cold ones, and this is Bastilion, Stegodon, and Feral Carnosaur. So armor, they already have a ton of armor. Leadership, they already have high leadership and charge bonus. That's not really that great. It's okay. The melee attack and melee defense and missile resist is alright. This is okay. This is probably the best for the weapon strength and armor on Saurus. The magic resist. So it's okay. It's not amazing. Don't go in the yellow tree. And up here, this is some pretty nice stuff. Now, I'm not sure if you have to choose a blessing. It says rank 10. If you only can choose one, that's not going to be as sexy. That'll be cool, but if you can get multiple blessings, that's going to be insane. I know that with Queek, you can get, like, all of his stuff. He has things like this that give just, like, crazy bonuses, and you can get all of them. So, this would be pretty crazy if you can. Like, that's okay. The hit points, construction time, pretty decent. Upkeep, oh my god. I just talked about upkeep. That is insane. If you can get Saurus infantry down 20% more, that's really, really good. So this is probably one of the best ones right there. That's whatever. That's a kind of weak one. Okay, not amazing. Casualty replenishment and public order, that's just in the local province, not everywhere. But the casualty replenishment's amazing. And then 20% off of leadership during ambushes is good. Extra leadership is pretty good. Now, ambushes means either you're getting ambushed or you're the one ambushing, I think. And 20% cost reduction for Pterodon, Cold One, Stegodon, Bastilion, and Carnosaur. Now, that is good because that covers such a wide swath of units. That probably is going to cover 6 or 7 units, right? Whereas some of these things only cover like 1 or 2 units. This covers basically everything except for Saurus. And the question is, well, what's going to be more expensive than Saurus or all of this stuff? And I would say probably this stuff. If you combine, if I'm going to have like 2 Pterodon, 2 Cold Ones, maybe a Stegodon, a Bastilion, and a Carnosaur, like all of that's going to be more than probably 7 Saurus Warriors. So this one's probably, if I only get one, that'll probably be the one that I get. That armor plus 10 is only for him. That's not for all Saurus infantry. So that's pretty good. So if I were to rank them, I would say this is number 1, this is number 2, that's number 3. That might be number, if that was for every province, that'd be number 1, but that's probably number 3. The casualty replenishment's good, but I think having the cost reduction is even more important. So that's like 1, 2, 3, and then the other ones are just kind of whatever. They're decent. And then you get these bonuses at rank 10 as well if you want. So extra stuff against Skaven is really going to be helpful. You're probably not going to be fighting a lot of Dark Elves down here. You're not going to be fighting a lot of Beastmen or Greenskin. Dwarves aren't going to matter. Neutralized Chaos is really nice. And the reason for that is you're going to be fighting a lot of Chaos and Norska. As you start doing the rituals. Yeah, so that's strong. Undead's probably not going to matter. We can get this later. We might end up fighting the undead people to the north to get their ritual resources, and that could be useful. We're not going to be fighting a lot of humans, but if we do, that could be okay. So yeah, good stuff. So number one, if we get to Skaven, we're going to get the Skaven one if they're not dead already by the time we get to that. And then Chaos would be the only other one I would get. Grimlock Carnosaur, super strong. They have great mounts. 15 physical resist is going to be pretty good. For sure. And then this. Just like some of the other ones. Lord's Army, 5% off. Saurus Cold Ones. Temple Guard, +1 public order, all provinces is good. I think that's... Isn't that what this guy gets also? He doesn't get the discount on the units, but he does get the public order on everyone and a ward save, so it's decent. And then the legendary quests, really quickly, +3 public order, all provinces, massive. That's so huge. That's going to be a massive, massive help to get that. I cannot understate just how important public order is. Money, public order, that's how you win on legendary. So the fact that he has something that's going to give me +3 public order everywhere is insane. And he gets extra charge bonus, extra bonus for large and magical attacks. So, good stuff. This is okay. The post-battle loot is the most interesting thing to me. Extra loot, and then magical missiles is whatever. So that's kind of a pretty lackluster one. It's okay. It's not anything that special, but this right here, just because of the public order, is huge. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it for his stuff. So overall, pretty good selection of stuff. These blessings, at least 3 of them, are going to be like super powerful. Then he has a nice suite down here of some pretty good stuff. And he's a good fighter by himself. Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. We leveled up, right? Yeah, got Proud Warrior, so 1, 2. Okay, good. Got that covered. Skink. Oh, here we go. Nice. Yes. Okay, we just got a lot better at fighting. How much is... Tier 1's 11, so I want to reduce the cost on it and the cooldown. I'm going to put 2 more points in this, most likely. Roiling Skies. I thought was going to be OP. It's not. It was okay. Okay, I think if we run like right here, then we should be able to recruit. Let's see. So they lose, yeah, they lose 10 damage and 4 melee attack. That's just too much. There's not going to be that many large Skaven. That's the same, right? 32, 28, 52. Yeah, you're just paying an extra 9 gold for 6 defense, so yeah, definitely worth. We still have our 1 spear left, I think, which is fine. Okay, so we definitely want to buy that. And then with our growth, since this is a safer place, we'll go ahead and upgrade this one. So this one would be better to upgrade to get walls, but it's just not going to be safe, so we'll go ahead and buy that one. And there's going to be a sack here pretty soon, so we're going to have more provincial instability. What are we getting corruption from, Skaven? Oh, God. Local populace. Oh, no, we're getting chaos corruption. How the hell? Where is that from? Oh, Beastmen. Okay, so corruption is causing some public order problems. Okay, that's it. 1 more turn, we're going to get Tabular Thesaurus, which is amazing. We'll start working some more Saurus stuff here in a second. Let's check our public order. See if they're down to trade yet. No. Now we're going to lose our trade agreement with these guys as soon as they kill our... they take our town. Unless they just sack it.
Lord of you have been granted access to the whole.
We'll go over text at another time when it becomes more relevant. I think that'll be better. Okay, we'll go ahead and put him with him. Get that training going. Okay, get some plaques. It's good. Once again, this guy's just someone big, beefy we can fight with. He does a lot of damage. He's single entity. He can just get up there and just face tank a lot of units. I guess 35 versus large. So, pretty good fighter overall for 260. A little on the expensive side, but you know, we can level him up. He has abilities, and he gives me one more charge of cold-blooded, which is super powerful. Lots of regeneration. Excellent for putting on our Stegodon to beef him up at the start of a fight. So I think having a lot of characters is pretty good. Pretty good for the Skaven as well. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Get that cold-blooded bonus going. Yep. Are they just sacked? Okay, so they're just trolling. They're gonna... Don't let the Beastmen at it, man. Beastmen will burn it. Okay, so they're sieging it, I think. Got some cash. Which will... Is that... Okay, yeah, we can't do that yet. Okay, so they sacked. They took some stuff. Okay, so they're just trying to power level their... So they're trying to do the troll thing that I said I'm not going to do, which is just sit there and multi-sack towns to level up your lord. Can I beat them up, or do I want one more turn of recruitment and just go into the red and just say, come at me? I know I can crush those Beastmen, that's not a question. Can I crush these Skaven? No. I could save my town. The problem is, I think the Beastmen are sieging it right now. Maybe they're just raiding. The problem is one of them could occupy or burn it next turn. So if I can beat him this turn, I should beat him this turn. I have 3 fresh Saurus warriors. I can use my cold-blooded on kroq-gar and the Stegodon to bring them up to full health. You can't use it on something like kroq-gar because it doesn't revive dead units. It only heals units up to their maximum health. So it works on single entity units, the cold-blooded. It'll take them up a lot of health at the start of a fight. But otherwise, you have to wait until your unit gets injured, and then you can use it on it. And so it's best on large entity, single entity units like Lords or Stegodons, Carnosaurs, stuff like that. And you don't want to do it in combat, obviously, because it lowers your melee attack and melee defense. So it's heavy regeneration, but it's very conditional. You don't want to be too crazy with it. Do we have a garrison here? We have a very small garrison. They are injured and they're dinky because they just got sacked. But it's something. It's not nothing. It's about a battalion or 2 worth of a garrison. I think we can beat them. I mean, we got our big boy here. Our new big guy. He's got a lot of armor. He doesn't have a ton of HP. He's okay. We got our Curse of the Midnight Wind. That's huge. We got a lot of shields this time, so those slingers aren't going to completely rip us up.
Not enough warpstone.
They're not going to do any damage to the Stegodon. And they have too much armor. And I can just spam cold-blooded on him. We just have to get the Saurus warriors into these storm vermin. Make sure those storm vermin... Well, they do have a lot of spears, actually. So that's kind of annoying. Against my large units. I'm pretty sure kroq-gar counts as large, and so does this guy, melee specialist. Spear. Well, it says he's infantry. Oh, it does say they have superior reach, too. Interesting. I wonder if they have 2 reach then spears. I thought only halberds did. So he counts as infantry, so he does not count as large. For some reason, even though he's huge. Yeah, their melee attack and melee defense are not that great. They're okay. They're touting them like they're really tough. They're not that tough. Wow, that guy's melee attack and defense are awful. So if these don't count as large, then I can put them into spears, no problem. I just thought that they were going to get torn up by spears, but it says right there he's infantry. That is not a large unit. I thought he counted as large. I guess he doesn't count as large unless he's on a mount. Okay, so spears aren't going to hurt him. So I could just put him into spears. We can heal up the Stegodon at the beginning with Cold-Blooded. And we can just cycle him around. I think we can beat him. These aren't going to do anything, hardly. These are going to do some damage. They're annoying, but I think we can tear up their infantry line. This is going to be a tough one, but... Like, my other option is I could sit here and recruit and go into the red, but the problem with that is they could burn it next turn. Like, the Beastmen could burn this, and that's going to be multi-thousand gold to fix that. And it's going to hurt all my units big time. And like, if I have to go in and colonize this, and then the Skaven get to come in with a 20 and kill me, it's going to be infuriating. So I think we just have to go ahead and get at it right now. Wait, how did I get a sacrifice to Sotek? Wait, I didn't sacrifice, did I? I could have sworn I took the money, unless I misclicked. Unless there's a glitch or something. Anyways, can we get them on this turn? Maybe they're out of range. I think they're in range, though. They are, like, right there. I'm not seeing red anywhere. Let me turn it around here. Make sure I get a good angle. Yeah, he is at the tail end. I think I can get him. Okay. And we are going to get these little dinky guys. We can send them, just have them chase the Skaven slingers or whatever. Just use them as meat shields. They do have the shields. At least these guys do. I mean, I could just run the Stegodon after him because they're not going to do any damage to him, but I want to use the Stegodon on the infantry line. I mean, that might be the best. Maybe I can just run him after him. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just run this dude after him. Just let him face tank him. Because he has a shield, and he has huge armor, so they're just not going to do any damage to him. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have this guy just chase him around the battlefield. They're going to be faster than me, but he can just soak all of those shots, and then I can just use Cold-Blooded on him and just replenish it. And just have him just face tank him the whole fight, and then just use the Stegodon and everything else to tear up the rest of them. I think that's a good plan. Now let's do this. We want to get those Kroq-gar and make sure that they are not in the spears. I mean, I guess infantry doesn't mean that it counts as small or large. Now that I'm thinking about it, because monstrous infantry is also called infantry. I mean, I think if a kroq-gar counts as a large monstrous infantry, then surely he counts. I mean, well, put the kroq-gar next to him. Okay, no, never mind. He's not as big as I thought he was. So he's like a special Saurus. Yeah, those are a lot bigger. Look at those things. Dude, I would not want to mess with that. I would run away so fast if one of those was creeping up on me. Those things are huge. They aren't as big as some other units, but those things are freaking stout. Dude, look at those biceps, man. Dude, that guy hits the gym, I'll tell you that. Okay. Okay, our reinforcements are coming from way over there. Okay, so we gotta wait on those reinforcements. Let's go ahead and gamble. Okay, so maybe, yeah, he doesn't count as a large then. I guess he's smaller than I thought he was. It's okay, man. Much respect. Much respect to the small people out there. They don't have anything large, so that doesn't matter. We definitely want to use one of our Cold-Blooded. Oh, I got trolled on the mana. go ahead and use this guy's cold-blooded. If it'll let me. Well, it's gonna make me charge it up first, I suppose. So I can't use it right now on the kroq-gars, or it would be unwise to use my cold-blooded on the kroq-gars because they're at full health for their unit stack. In other words, I can't get them back to 16. They're a multi-entity unit. But I can get this Stegodon up quite a bit. So this is what they usually do on this map. They often will just hang out up here. I'm really surprised the Beastmen came down at me. It's probably because they get a bonus in the woods a lot of times with different units. So maybe they're specifically trying to fight me in the woods. It's going to be awesome. Of course, the Midnight Wind is going to help me dismantle these Skaven. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. I'm curious to see how much this heals. So what was that? 48, like 48.50? Something like that. Look at that penalty to melee attack and defense. Okay, so that's about 1,000 HP or so. It's not bad, it's not bad. I could use one more on him. I think I'll hold on to that though. Well, yeah, I kind of want to use a couple of those on him. Well, they're going to have me on this hill, so I'm not, I don't know. I think I am just going to go ahead and use one more on the Stegodon. Let's get him beefed up. Could use one on kroq-gar while we're at it. Let's go ahead and put one on kroq-gar also. Just since we're not in combat, you might as well just go ahead and crank it up here. Get kind of the maximum benefit out of it. Okay. That's going to be really helpful later on with those things where it has like 10 charges. And I can use it to heal units at the start of the fight. If my replenishment's low, if they're starting off like not all the way topped off, that'd be a decent sort of way to make up for that. If I have to fight a bunch of fights in a row. And I think that's perfectly fine because, you know, I don't think that's exploitative because they get to choose and they get to choose to sit here and have the best positioning on me and force me to run up here and use my vigor is everything, and they get to force me to come fight them up this hill because the timer's in their favor. I'm going to lose if time runs out, and they're just going to sit there and wait on me the entire time. So I think it's perfectly fair, since they have a major positional advantage on me, to be able to use my spells like that. It's limited use anyways, you know? It's not like I can sit there and just spam it. There is a cost. I can't use it later now. I only get one use per person, so marginal benefit that I can use it, guaranteeing that I'm not in combat when I do it, compared to the kind of advantage they're going to get from this positioning on that hill. Now they could come at me when I'm really tired too after I run up this hill. They've done that before. So the AI is not that dumb in battle. They're okay. Now some people say, oh well, they got out microed or blah blah blah. Look, I played multiplayer as well. For those of you that haven't seen any of my other campaigns, I was top 300 multiplayer. I wasn't even trying that hard. I only did it for like a month or so because there's just too many exploits and cheesers in multiplayer, and it's just not a fun experience, or it wasn't. I beat the #1 guy at one point. I got as high as like the top 300. It's okay, but I just don't think the game is balanced very well for multiplayer. I think, and the system is very antiquated. People used to be able to just pull their internet plug and like not get a loss. It's like, what, that hasn't happened since the 90s. So anyways, the point is, people make a lot of mistakes too. I had like a 70% win rate or something to get to the top 300, and then there's just a bunch of sleazers and cheesers, and I was like, you know, it's just not what I want to do. I'd rather spend time doing more single-player Total War Warhammer, or like making more guides for League, or sleeping, or, you know, whatever. So the bottom line is, the AI is really not that much worse than players are, like your average player. I make mistakes too. I mean, I fought that first battle of this campaign pretty poorly. I could have microed that a lot better. But they're actually surprisingly pretty decent, especially in massive fights like 40 on 40. They're actually not that bad because they can micro everything perfectly if they want to. And you as a player are going to make mistakes when there's 40 units on the battlefield, so. Now what are these? Okay, that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here. Okay, where's my... Just get them all in here, whatever. We'll just charge in there and then we'll figure it out here in a second. So they wanted to fight us when our vigor's kind of low. Now all my units are already beast... God, why are they already going berserk? The fight just started. Okay, well I can't control my Stegodon anymore. I need this guy. Where is he? I need this guy to get over here and like face tank some of these slingers. God, I'm getting like beaten into this choke point here. Okay, take off skirmisher, take off all that stuff. Cudgel infantry getting in there. I'm using all my mana on Curse of Midnight Wind. I'm not using Harmonic Convergence. Well, I might. I'll use Harmonic. How expensive is it? It's like 6. I'll go ahead and use it on the Stegodon. And we'll just use him. We'll just tank my way to victory with him. Okay, let's rotate over. This is way too many Saurus over here. Let's rotate some of these over here. That's just too many. We need to get around to their back. We can't just take them face up, I don't think. Maybe, but I think we need some more flanking. You gotta tear them up in the back. There's just so many waves of them. They're wasting a lot of their shots on the Stegodon. It is not going to penetrate that armor. Because the Skaven leadership is really pretty low, and you got to exploit that. So you have to charge them in the back a lot of times to get them to run. Just to get them off you for a little bit. Especially with terror-causing units. Boys, let's go. Come on. Alright, rotate around, come on. All the way up there. You gotta wrap. You gotta get your wrap on. Now, I wish I could control these Stegodons, that would be cool. Okay, I don't have that much left, so I need to save the rest for midnight. And they're hitting a lot of their own people with this friendly fire. Okay, boys, come on. You don't want to get too caught up in just blobbing. You want to try to wrap so that you get flanks. We're not going to be able to kill slingers. They're just going to run. We're just going to have to deal with them slinging us the whole time. Which, we have quite a bit of armor. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Okay, let's go ahead and... Come on, guys. Okay, let's go. We got more. Come on. My people are getting raged out. Stegodon's taking a little bit of heat. Okay, I've got control of my Stegodon again. Is this the Stegodon? Or no, that's my big dude. Stegodon just like freaked out immediately. I'm not sure why they freak out. Like, I think the Saurus have him handled. Let's just get over here and deal with some of this. I think they're gonna run. We can just get them to stop firing on us for a little bit. We got shields. They might fight us. We'll see. Now, if they're running... If I'm running downhill, I might be able to catch them. Oh, wait. We had some. We had some. Fight them. See if they'll tango with us. Alright, we almost got enough. Just need a couple more points. We can do one final Midnight Wind. Alright, so now we've outmaneuvered them to where we're fighting them downhill. They're going to run. That's fine. So now we get the advantage. If you fight downhill, they get exhausted a lot faster, and I'm pretty sure that they get... See, look how much faster we get to chase them down now. Yeah, they're going to break and run. Those are just slaves. I'm pretty sure that they get penalties to, like, melee attack or melee defense or just something in there. I know they get winded a lot faster. It might hurt their leadership too. It might be just leadership and vigor, but you definitely get bonuses if you're fighting downhill. So the physics in this game are actually pretty cool. They're pretty realistic. In terms of, like, it's always bad to fight downhill. Almost always bad. You know, you're having to, like, swing up at somebody. They have gravity on their side. Like, if you get hit and fall over, you're going to be rolling down the hill. Like, you know, in any universe ever. Just about. Fighting downhill is going to be a major disadvantage. Okay, here's the Skaven War. Let's go knock this guy out. Alright, stop chasing. Let's go. Chase this way with the rest of everybody else. Okay, so now they're going to have the hill on us. Skaven like to run away a lot, and then they rally and come back, but... Let's chase them off the map, it's fine. So the going berserk thing maybe has more to do with, like, how many units are around or something, rather than leadership, because the Stegadon, like, immediately went berserk. I have no idea what triggers it. Okay, did we kill the Skaven? I don't know, maybe he just ran off. Once again, the Lizardmen are not overpowered. I almost lost that first battle. And I did very well against the Lizardmen in my Skaven campaign. So it's not like the Skaven are massively disadvantaged here. I'm just outplaying him with my positioning. Like, I've beaten just a full 20 stack of SARS with just a 20 stack of Skaven. Like, all that I had in my starting army, I had Rat Ogres, which is a huge part that they don't have a lot of. I had Rat Ogres, and I had one Warp Fire Cannon. And just, like, some good maneuvering. They don't use Menace from below that much either. The computer doesn't seem to. At least not in my territory. Now, they may not have enough food to do it. I don't know. Menace from below is something else that helps a lot when you're the Skaven. I haven't seen them use it here. Alright, go kill these guys. The only things that really got that injured, I think, are the enemy stuff. Okay, I got the Saurus, or the dude back here. Alright, go right here, right here. Get this beautiful flank on him. Are the garrison units, I'm pretty sure. Kill these rats. Stegadon's still looking good. Kroq-gars are looking good. I don't think I lost any of those. I think I started the battle with 8. Skinks got all dinged up. Saurus Warriors got all dinged up. But I think that's fine. kroq-gar's beasting people. Yeah, you don't want to get in too much of an infantry blob war with Skaven. I mean, typically, if they're summoning a bunch of stuff on you, you know, if they're summoning clan rats behind you, it's really easy. It's difficult not to get surrounded by Skaven. But I was able to hold them there. But then if you can be the one surrounding the Skaven, they'll break really quickly. They don't have enough leadership for that. So when you charge people in the back, it causes a lot of fear. Even if you don't cause fear or terror. You know, if you cause fear and terror, that's even crazier. But yeah, flanking people in the back is a huge deal. Once again, just like real life, if you get hit in the back by something while you're trying to fight, you have enemies on all sides of you. It's a big problem if you get flanked. Let's go ahead and speed it up. I think they're going to get away. Get any more in this corner here? I think they're probably going to sneak out before we can kill them. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Close victory, dude. We slaughtered him. Now, I know those numbers look crazy, but you gotta remember, we're just mowing down slaves, you know? 1,300 losses to 200. Well, that kind of breaks my theory, though, in that I was thinking the reason I always got close victory or bad stuff on as the Skaven is because I would lose so many units and the enemies wouldn't because I was Skaven. But this disproves it right here because I didn't lose nearly as many units as the Skaven, but I still got close. So I think on Legendary, I don't know what they used to calculate it. Maybe the estimated gold lost or something. Gambler's armor. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good one. It's not amazing, but it's a pretty decent like starting item. The area of effect stuff is the best. Like the brass cleaver is absolutely amazing, and the other stuff's like decent. Okay, yeah, money. I must have accidentally taken this last time. I didn't mean to, probably. Maybe I did. Maybe it was only like 200 gold or something, and I took it just because I knew I'd be fighting again. But in general, release captives is where you want to be. Okay, so I did lose one of my own skink cohorts. Javelins. Whatever. Wow, why do they get to run? What? Okay, so they all get to run. I guess I get to go into the town. Unless it's a trap, and I'm afraid they're going to send like multiple 20 stacks over here. I mean, they're damaged enough. Just like, what's the worst case scenario? Like, they dash in another 20 stack over here with the Skaven, and I have to face these plus an additional 20. I think we could probably beat him. My Stegodon's still in good shape, and I can use the cold one stuff on him to refresh him. It's either that or just like stand outside the town and don't go in. And then my garrison should heal up some. It's risky, but I'll go ahead and step in there. I'll bite. I think I could probably beat another... Now this is decent. Extra 5 leadership for everybody. My units already have pretty high leadership, though. I think I just want the Saurus stuff, though. Extra 3 armor. Now, Saurus warriors are already really strong, which is probably why they don't give you any crazy, like, super crazy upgrades for them, but... was perceptive. Ooh, item drop chance, okay. Midnight Wind, I just want that cost reduced. And the cooldown reduction. Arcane Vassal's pretty good. When do I get these? Nice. Okay, so they turn into a real boy. Once they get some more stuff. Okay. I think just this. I mean, you could go the bolt. That's actually not bad. That's not that expensive. It says straight up, it's good against artillery pieces. Its range is only 200 though. I mean, eventually we might get that. I think Wind Blast. I mean, that could be decent. It's just, is it going to be better than this? And I think the answer is no. So you get double time for 17. Pretty good. You have a miscast chance, but like getting it on him for 50 seconds for just a little bit more is a pretty good bargain, I feel like. Yeah, I think I just want to spend all my mana on this. It's just such a powerful effect. Okay, and then we're just going to hire some more Saurus Warriors with shields. I mean, we could use one more spear for Rat Ogres, and then a couple more here. 140 a pop. Okay, I think we can afford that. That's going to give us a pretty respectable army. Once again, it's a lot of Saurus Warriors, but that's, like I said, you're going to have 7 or 8. Trying to see if that thunder was like, I think it's in here versus outside. Okay, go ahead and repair this. That's annoying, but has to be done. And then repair this. And we're gonna have a rebellion, so we're gonna get provincial instability, -10, and then devastation, all that crap. So we're gonna have to move back up here and fight a rebellion here in like probably 2 turns. I still want the growth though. Does this give, that does give public order too. Yeah, that's just the best most of the time. Now, as you upgrade, you see once you get more geometric web or whatever, it's 5 public order, income from all building 10%, and growth plus 50 is huge. So if you gain territory that's close to other territory on the geometric web, if I gain territory that's close to a green one, so if like right here in the middle, I totally pimp it out and make it green, then everything around it, if I get that territory, will get these bonuses of public order, growth, and income. I believe, when I hold the whole province. I don't know what Holy Stella is, but... Oh, there it is. Minus 25% missile damage and 30% accuracy. And then 40 range. I mean, that's okay, I guess. And this, if I'm defending, could be pretty good when Chaos is coming at me. 15% weapon strength, recruit, global capacity, leadership. Yeah, chevrons. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice for defense. I have chaos or just whatever coming at me. Yeah, so pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. Let's check out this right. Okay, so we can get, it's 2,000 gold, way too expensive for me right now. We get +2 unit recruit, +80 per turn, income from post-battle loot +25%, and +1 recruitment all places. That's okay, it's not amazing. That's pretty garbage. I mean... Now, when you're getting invaded, that's going to give everybody attrition, and that's going to let you ambush when they try to attack your town. So that's going to be helpful at some point, but... Now this, 12,000, you get 3 feral cold ones that you can summon on the ground. It's a 2-minute cooldown. That's pretty powerful. And you can even summon those if you have a 20 stack. So when we start fighting some super serious stuff, that'll be a pretty good thing to summon up. And then this guy here has a 10-turn cooldown. Yeah, we have to get a couple of buildings for this. I have no idea what kind of magic these things have. I haven't done the Mazdamundi campaign. I assume he's one of these. He's like a super upgraded one of those, but... Okay, I think that's going to be it. That's how we look in terms of growth. We do have one, so once we finish this, we can upgrade it if we get the money for it. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Oh, what do I get? A tech? Just finish our techs. Yeah, weapon crafting. Did the rights.
You talk.
Gotta make sure we ask him every turn about stuff. Just
Make your proposal.
see what all's out there.
Can I offer a... What can I do for you? Warrior of the... Clanmores!
Spineless.
You called? Welcome to the halls of Athel-Loren. What do you want? Futile.
Okay. I was about to say, are they seriously coming back at me? What are they doing? Oh, they're raiding. Huh. Where's the Golden Tower? Oh, yeah. Well, I would rather not fight them if I can help it. I could wait to upgrade this to tier 2. I'm not gonna have enough cash for it just yet. But if we kill a bunch of Skaven here, I think we might be able to do it. I could upgrade this also, but I'm kind of worried that they might sack it or something, because I'm going to have to run back and deal with the rebellion here next turn. What is strategist? Oh, nice. Extra campaign movement. Additional 15 on trainings, not bad. Skaven and Chaos, so Enforcer of Order is pretty good. Blade Master's okay. He has pretty low melee attack, honestly. Yeah, he's one of the worst heroes, but he's still, like, kind of helpful. I guess. I mean, how much is he giving right now as far as his thing? 30. So how it usually works is you need 1,000 experience to get a level up. So the fact that if I upgrade it even more, that it would give 45 per turn, it's just not gonna matter. I like might get one chevron sort of kind of eventually on some of my units, so the training is really not that strong most of the time. Like getting free chevrons when you recruit, that is strong. I haven't seen heroes that do that yet. There might be some out there, but I think we're just getting a predatory fighter and just make him a fighter. So, we mostly have him just because we need somebody here, and when we get him on the Carnosaur, that'll be pretty useful because he'll be an immortal, basically Carnosaur. Has a lot more armor, but it'll be just like hiring a Carnosaur, except probably a little bit cheaper. So it's like having a cheap Carnosaur. We just have to tech him up, since I like Carnosaurs anyways, and he can carry around a bunch of items, which a standard Carnosaur cannot. Because right now, he's only costing me 260 per turn. When I get the new mounts, he'll be more expensive, but he's basically a Carnosaur. Eventually, he'll be a Carnosaur that can carry items. and that has skills that he can upgrade. So he's just like an upgraded Carnosaur. So I think it's worth maxing these out just because you can put him on a Carnosaur for later in the game. It's like an upgraded Carnosaur that's a similar price. Alright, yeah, I think we just fight them unless they're trying to set me up for an ambush or something, but I think even if they have another 20 stack there, I think we can beat them now. We've been able to replenish some. Hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it. Yeah, let's go crush them. We can't get to this place. Yeah, we're just gonna auto-resolve this. I knew they were hidden in camp, but... just gonna auto it. I mean, they have no prayer. Only 300 gold. Every little bit counts though right now. I could go for this. 100 per turn on everybody. Now that's like over, what, 5 turns? It's like half a level over 5 turns for everybody. That's just awful. I'd rather have the money. Give me that money. Now, we'll let all my people level up a little bit on the way. Including my boy here. Only 2 more melee attack and 3 armor. I think it's worth to get Root Marcher first at this point. And then we'll probably upgrade this. That's a really weak 3rd point. Usually the 3rd point is by far the best point. I mean, we just crushed them when we were a lot more hurt. Now we have 3 more units and 1 more like chance of replenishment. And they are like really, really weak. They're like less than half strength, a lot of them. I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. Like I said, I don't want to abuse auto-resolve, but we have a full health Stegodon. You know, we've got more kroq-gars, more like full health Sauruses. I mean, there's just no way they win this at half health. If they were all full health, I would fight it. But because they're half health, I mean, I can kill their lord in like 1 or 2 hits, and they'll all just run away. Why does he have poison attacks? He must have an item or something. Yeah, we'll just auto it. I don't want to waste time. Alright, now we're getting a little bit of cash. Yes! That's what I was talking about. That's like one of the best items in the whole game. That item is so good. Gives everybody in your army 9 extra melee attack within 40 meters of you. That's just insane. That's better than most epic weapons that you get, like the quest rewarded weapons. 9 of melee attack on every single person within 40 yards is just outrageously good as an item. That's one of the best ones. There's another one that's like Tormentor Sword, which is pretty good too. That's an activatable that lowers their melee attack, I think, by a lot. Then there's one more that like lowers their damage by 5% or increases your damage by 5%. I don't remember. There's a few that are like these aura items, but the brass cleaver is the best one. I think they actually increased it. It used to be +8, I think, from Warhammer 1. Not sure, but it's really, really good. I guess to run again, huh? Now, this is going to have stuff in it. Yes. Okay, well, they're going to replenish. Now, I'm not going to have time to mess with them. I'm going to have to run back and deal with the rebellion, so we're going to dash back. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Pterodon, Cold One, Stegodon, Best. Nice. Sweet, they have cost reducing. Oh, geez, followers. Dude, that's going to be awesome. So if I have like 3 or 4 heroes in my squad and each one of them has a prize hunter, then I could reduce like Cold One Riders by like 50%, and then kroq-gar, I wonder if I could get them to be free. It might be multiplicative. So that means that if kroq-gar gets like 50% off of Cold Ones, for example. So let's say that Cold Ones have 100 upkeep, for example. I think it's probably multiplicative so that it can't be free. I don't know. Maybe it's where if you had 5 heroes that had 5 of these plus his bonus, maybe it literally would be free. But I bet it's probably multiplicative, so it's not overpowered. So that means that one bonus checks off of the other one. So if it costs 100 upkeep, just as an example, and this one took it down to 50, then you would go down to 50 total gold upkeep. And then this would check. So then this one, if you had 5 more of these, then it would do 50% of 50 and take it down to 25. It might even do 10% scaling checking. So it might do, the first one 50% off, take it down to 50. Then 10% off of that, take it down to 45. Then 10% off of that, would take it down to, 40 and a half. Then 10% off of that would take it down to 36. Like, it might do it like that so that you never get it completely free. I'm not sure how they stack, but I know it's damn good. Either way, no matter how they want to do it, I can tell you it's really good. So I want a lot of these. So yeah, we're going to be running a lot of heroes. Like I said, the dude is not that good in and of himself. He's a pretty crappy hero, but the fact that he can get on a Carnosaur and probably cost me just as much or less than a normal Carnosaur, or only a normal Carnosaur cost or less, in addition to holding 6 items and having a bunch of other upgrades, basically has the same stats, base stats as a Carnosaur. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Now, he's not going to get the buffs of any Carnosaur stuff that I get, the extra melee attack or the extra armor off of kroq-gar, but still, the fact that he can hold 6 items and have 6 followers or 8 followers, whatever it is, he has a bunch of stuff he can wear in addition to being a Carnosaur. That's really strong. Okay, I could go ahead and get this, do this battle. I think I want a couple more units before I do that, just to make sure. I've never done it, but usually the quest battles are a little challenging. Ooh, physical resistance. I think I'm going to get that before Proud Warrior. I mean, 2 extra melee attack is a big deal, but 15 physical resistance is huge. Let's grab that, and then we get skink here. More midnight. And this bro, we'll just have him keep fighting. We're gonna be fighting against a lot of Skaven, so, and Beastmen. And Chaos. That's basically everything, right? Just about everything that you fight, except for High Elves. Except for the good characters, right? The High Elves and the humans and all that stuff. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, extra armor would be pretty sweet too, but that's fine. Okay, so that's looking all good. I think I want to dash up here. Now, the problem with dashing is if they come rolling out with another 20 stack, then I'm going to be in a tired state in a fight. And then I can't retreat if I do that also. But I don't want these units down here to get too strong. I think I could beat them even if they send a 20, even if I'm tired, they send a 20 and they send this army. I think I can still beat them, even if I'm tired. Is it tired or very tired? It's tired. I'm gonna do it just to be more efficient. So now I can get up here in like maybe 1 extra turn or 1 less turn. Could upgrade this. I think we're gonna leave it. I don't want to get trolled. So if they sack it again, whatever. This will probably put a public order in as our second thing. Okay, what else? Okay, we got that going. Yeah. Goes to it. Oh, Skaven, huh? Oh, interesting. Ha! So they took out the Beastmen. Said, get off my property, punks. I haven't seen any of these, like, wandering, like, weird hordes. They were, like, really, like, hyping those up. Like, you're gonna run into these weird hybrid factions with, like, goblins and lizardmen and, like, all these other, like... Oh, nice. They get 3 chameleon skinks. I wonder if they have an upkeep or not. Oh, yeah. We gotta go fight them then. Nice. Okay, so I have to kill 500 enemies in battle. I think that's over multiple battles. That would count. But yeah, I haven't seen any of these just like random, like marauding units in my Skaven campaign. Let me see what time it is real quick. I would like these to be about an hour. Oh god, it's an hour and 20. Okay, that's it. The first couple episodes are always long, so I explain things. But anyway, sorry about that. I will try to keep them to an hour though. So in the future, I'll try to cut it down just a little bit. But anyways, thank you very much. Great episode. We're finally starting to stabilize. We got those trolls out of the way. Fought a couple of great battles. Got our way back into the mix. And now we're starting to stabilize. We're going to be able to start getting some cool units and start pushing out and really going. I won't lie. I was a little worried the first couple of episodes. Those were some tough fights. That first one was really rough. I goofed up the micro on it a little bit. I could have done that better. And then, you know, we got a really tough break with those Beastmen sieging us. But we were able to bust our way out of it. And I think... hopefully, I mean, obviously, campaign, it's not like, oh, campaign's won, we made it from the first few turns, but I think that it certainly is looking a bit more positive than it was on the first couple of turns. We're finally starting to get some breathing room here. So, anyways, next episode, we're going to push through, we're going to deal with that rebellion, we'll work our way down and try to eradicate the Skaven as much as we can. We're going to take up to tier 3, start figuring out which units there we want to try to focus on, and we'll take it from there. So thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.